Hi Pisces, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your mid-month money and career tarot reading for the month of July 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates. But I do want to thank you in advance for your likes, comments, and of course subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. Now let's jump right into it and pull from the Tarot of Dreams deck. I feel like you're going to need to have patience in the second half of the month with what you're dealing with. You're not the only, okay, I'm hearing fire sign, but you're not the only water sign. But I do feel like you're getting your voice out there, reminding people to have patience, to keep the faith. You're going to find that for whatever reason, you just float through what you need to accomplish, your obligations in the second half of the month, and just the time period in general for Pisces. Money and career for the remainder of July and surrounding it. Two coming out, the Moon card in the Palace of Wands. In a passionate environment, right? They're saying not feisty, passionate. You're feeling emotional. Feeling secretive. Ooh, wow, I feel like energy is going to affect you. I feel like even spirituality is going to affect you. You're feeling quite zoned in, focused on what needs to be focused on in the moment, even if you feel distracted. But I do feel like, okay, or messed with, but I do feel like you're keeping the mystery alive. You're not wanting to give all of your secrets away, your knowledge away, not wanting to tell people how it's done, not wanting to update everybody and their mother on your next move, whether it's a financial investment or your career switch up or both. I do feel like there's a focus on your fulfillment, your happily ever after. There will be a slight focus on family life in one way, shape, or form. You're glowing, okay? You're seeing other people in your situation in one way, shape, or form glowing as well. I do feel like you are confident, but emotional, okay? Overly serious at certain points. There's a smile within, but it's not showing on the exterior. That's the vibe I'm getting, okay? I do feel like there's a need to keep the faith alive in a passionate situation. It's like the energy is not healthy and therefore you have to keep the faith alive. You will find that people just try to cheer you up and it doesn't work, okay? I do feel like money will look quite enticing to you, but you feel inclined to focus on your health more so. You feel inclined to focus on other factors more so. Again, your focus will be where it needs to be when it needs to be there. Nine of Coins. There is an independent vibe about you. I got it. I'll get it done. Okay, don't worry about it. Or you're being this independent vibe as far as the leader within you emerging or just staying in the open. I feel like you could remind oneself that you're not meant to work for other people, where that means you being in a leadership authority figure kind of position and guiding the way for others, or just running your business, being an entrepreneur, okay? The frustrations will remind you of just that, okay? The emotions will remind you of just that, excuse me. Spirit will remind you of just that. Wow, I have a lot going on. I need to move towards the new, okay? I need to do what's right for me. I feel like when you get an extra shift offered to you, some might take it being drawn to this reading, but I feel like for the most part, you're gonna just do what's right for you and focus on rest, replenishment, your health, or just something else completely different, okay? I do feel like the Eight of Wands, talking about how you feel as if it's a fast-paced ending to the month, right? Remainder of which, but I do feel like there's a lot of communication. Again, keep the hope alive. You may find that you are a true influencer, inspiration, but there's a need to balance things out, okay? Feeling very in touch with either your masculine or your feminine side, but needing to remember the other half of which, okay? The other part of you. The Ten of Wands. So the number 1010 coming out, abundance, okay? Gaining what is meant for you. I do feel like people will respect you in the second half of the month, but it doesn't mean you're not going through a lot, okay? The Six of Coins over here with the Nine of Coins. And I really do feel like in a balanced way, you're receiving your abundance. You don't need everything in the moment, okay? There's that vibe. You may have to remind other people of that as well. You just need enough. And then the replenishment, the extra, will come to be when it's meant to. I feel like in the past you were more so in the vibe, the motivation of, I got to do extra or more to acquire what I need to. There's a working smarter, not harder vibe about you in the remainder of July. For some of you, that might switch back to putting in that extra effort in the upcoming month of August. But regardless, I just feel as if it benefits you in more than one way to take a seat back, right? Horrible wording. To take a seat, to relax, to replenish, to focus on your health, to get ready for all that's to come. I feel like because there's a lot of changes on the horizon for you, and you could be expecting the worst. I just saw the 5 of Cups. I was just pushed to sit back in my throne. Keywording. King of Swords. But I do feel like you're feeling quite wise. Okay, people seeing you as somebody who knows what they're doing. People seeing you as somebody who just will inform them if they're wrong, okay, or just doing something incorrectly. Can you please clean this up? That's a vibe. However that pertains to you. Where you don't fit in will take a relevance. I do feel like where there's lack, you'll receive, okay? Where there's a lack of fulfillment, you'll feel fulfilled by being independent. Again, a reminder times a million. Yeah, the 4 Swords, time to rest. And in that resting period, or periods, you will regain the faith and replenishment. But I do feel like you're not short of speaking a lot in the second half of the month. I'm getting that vibe, even in your downtime, or what's meant to be your relaxing period. Your world's changing, Pisces, okay? You could find that your business that you're running is changing, evolving. They're saying evolution. Or you could find that your day-to-day job, the company you're working for, is changing in certain ways. Or you're thinking back to changes that didn't come to be. Interesting. There's a focus on your wishes, your goals, your dreams. What do you want to come to be? It's yours. Manifest it, okay? Don't stress oneself out or let other people or a situation or multiple get the best of you, okay? You are better than that. I just saw 7-11 on the timestamp. Look it up. Angel number meaning wise. You can just hear it in my voice as we transition into the remainder of the reading. In the remainder of the month, you're just going to feel burnt out. You're going to feel like you can't force it, but things are falling into place. The wheel of fortune for your wealth. Okay, interesting. You're meant to recognize that your dreams and wishes will come to be. I'm seeing this ship as a dream, okay? As a thought, a wish, wanting it to just come in for you, and you can make that happen. It's glowing with possibilities. Beautiful. I feel like you're reminded by Spirit that the possibilities are endless for you at this time. Let this stress subside as we make sure you walk through a door of opportunity moving forward towards glory, towards happiness, towards financial fulfillment. Stress will not be a factor in the next chapter, or at least less of which, okay? Wow, I just feel like there's somebody in your midst that expects the worst as well. The 6 of Coins coming into play because you're experiencing abundance that's meant for you, period, okay? You're going to need to recognize that you are meant to be noticed. You're meant to take a bow when you do something ultra well. Now, when you don't get the recognition or just the pat on the back that you feel is required or necessary, pat oneself on the back, right? Take a bow. Just do what makes you feel good in the moment. That's the vibe of the second half of the month for you. As I do feel like you are noticed for your emotions as well, okay? You're noticed for the fulfillment that you do acquire at certain points, from the simplicity, from the accomplishing. And I feel like you're going to be an example as to how to be grateful for the small amounts of abundance, because you're going through that transformative stage of your life. I hope that made sense. But I feel like all the meanwhile, you do expect the worst within a situation or multiple. Your slip-ups won't get the best of you, but I feel like they will make you a little bit on edge or emotional. We're preparing you for something coming to an end, okay? That makes you a little bit nervous. We can't have you feeling nervous, okay? Yeah, I just feel like you're putting in the hard work when need be, even if you don't fully feel like it. But I feel like there's late night work, early morning work, even midday work, right? But but not overworking yourself for the most part. You will have energies that just love you and that benefits you work-wise. Embrace the moments where you're pushed to celebrate, okay? Someone at work or in your living situation or both is wearing a mask. Trust that you see right through the BS, okay? Not to end on a negative note, but I do feel like you are meant to see the truth, okay? And to stay secretive or just keep that mystery alive once again within one, if not multiple situations. You have a strong intuition. Be honest with people when you feel inclined to. Don't force the happy emotions when you feel just kind of neutral, okay? I feel as if your voice will be truly key in the second half of the month. Get ready to give birth to something new in the future as the wheel turns in your favor and you see luck switch towards you as we transition into August, all right? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing rest of the month, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Pisces.